All right. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to Qigong for Health and Wellness. My name is Susan Churchill. I am coming to you live from Cape May, New Jersey. Last morning of vacation here. We're heading out. So I wanted to make sure you have your practice available. I'd be very surprised if anybody pops on now because it's very, very early in the morning. However, you can do this anytime. So, we are at day 13 of 14 with our focus for setting daily intentions. And I hope you've been getting something out of this um, and noticing during your day when your life turns in a certain direction that you have the choice of making an intention of what direction you want it to go. All right, so let's enjoy our day 13 together and see what unfolds. My intention is to connect with joy. How's that? Okay? All right, here we go. So, we're going to start with 1 minute for peace or so because I'm not looking at a timer today. So, have your hands in prayer position, and you can do this standing, sitting, or lying down. Make sure there's a little bend in your knees. And you're just feeling yourself straightening up and unbending and unkinking. And you notice the bottom of your feet, a connection to the earth, to Mother Nature, and realize your body is created every moment of every day. It's changing and it's being recreated with the elements of Mother Nature. Maybe you tuck your chin in a little bit and you notice your tongue's touching the roof of the mouth. And as you feel this peacefulness, you might use yellow light or golden light coming up through the body, from the feet up, maybe like a lovely smoke, a warm feeling, softening, noticing. Let it come up through the lower dantian. You know, we have this vitality center here, and you can see it as a gentle light, like a moon with the clouds in front of it, that kind of light. And then it moves up to the middle dantian, which is bright. And as you breathe, you might notice it getting brighter and brighter. And then it comes up through your throat. And you feel the relaxation in the neck, and then the jaw, and the sinuses. And if you have any sinus problems, you're just allowing any extra energy to release as something beautiful like butterflies, light, smoke. And we let that come out to the top of our head, and we follow it up into the universe. And in the center of the universe is a beautiful sun. And that sun, I like to think of it as having all the love of everyone we've ever loved and everyone who's ever loved us. And it's just pouring down on us, and we can feel it on our skin and going through us and back to the earth. And so allow yourself to breathe in peace, maybe in the form of yellow light, coming in through every pore of your skin, through your feet, the top of your head, your spinal column, your elbows, going into and between every cell, every tissue, every organ, saturating yourself with this golden peace, peacefulness, releasing anxiety, releasing overthinking. And now enjoy this for a little bit on your own and experience peace the way only you can. ready, start bouncing from the knees and release your hands down at both sides. And just let your arms totally hang for a little bit, softening those shoulders. And then as if a little breeze comes up, your elbows lift away from the body and your fingers separate as well. Where our feet are on the ground, so we're not lifting our heels or anything. Unless you're seated in a chair, you can do that. That's a great way to add bouncing. And you can do Spring Force Qigong. Standing, sitting, or lying down was created by Master Chun Yi Lin, and you can look up any information at springforceqigong.com. There are beautiful programs. There are meditations. So there might be something that resonates with you, so have a look. And then we'll take our hands over our heads and we'll bounce with our hands over our head. And if you, now remember, we were doing this for 3 years. If you bounce for 5 minutes with your hands over your head within an hour of waking up, Master Lin says you live to 100. So let's keep that up on our own. See if we can do it. All right, let's take our hands down to our sides. We'll go side to side. Then just open up that spine and think about your day. Now I'm going to be doing some driving and then flying. So yeah, I really want my spine open, open, open. All blockage is gone, completely healed. So think about your day. Then when you're ready, let yourself unwind. And then notice what you notice. Now, it might be the easiest to notice around your hands and fingers. Some fuzziness, or maybe you have like a goosebumps happening. Maybe you just feel calmer overall. Or you just scan your body and you notice, wow, I can feel my brain today. I can feel my eyeballs. Grateful, be grateful for all your senses. Coming down slowly and say good morning to your heart system, your lung system, your kidney system, your lung system, and your liver system. And see if you get a response back. Did everybody just wake up and say, hey, how's it going? Let's do this thing. All right. Let's do shoulder shrugs. Loving those shoulder shrugs. So we lift the shoulders up, so don't like forcing, okay? Just lift them up to the ears. And normally we hear if your shoulders are by your ears, you want to let them down. That's if you're not doing it on purpose. But we're on purpose, gently bringing them up to our ears, and head goes back. And your tongue is touching the roof of the mouth. And you can still have a smile. And you're breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth, which I didn't mention when we were bouncing. But the whole first part of the practice is a detoxifying. And so when you're able to breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth, that really aids in that. So then we release the shoulders down, the head comes up, spinal fluid, which was kind of getting caught in there when we had our head back, gives a nice little shoot and clears out our brain. I'm loving that. Pull the shoulders down, release some stress, any extra stress left, let it roll off your shoulders and release. And do that 2 more times. Lift the shoulders, head goes back. Make sure you have a bend in your knees. If you need more energy for the day, then bend your knees even more. So I'm going to bend my knees even more because then I'll be in a car and then I'll be on a plane. We'll take the shoulders down, head up. So I really want that energy moving through unimpeded. And then pull the shoulders down. Awesome. One more time. Shoulders come up, head goes back. So if you're stressed out, you can do this. You could do it 3 times, 6 times, 9 times. Probably limit around 9, just because when we are doing it, we are holding, we're compressing a little bit. So that's why we'd only do it about 9 seconds. I pulled, oh my gosh, look at that. Alicia and Christine found me. Wow. How about that? Good morning. Haha. Okay. Let's tap the cheekbones. You totally surprised me in there because I just, I was up and, and I thought, well, before I pack, let me get online and make sure I get my practice in before we pack and get stuff in the car. So now we're tapping and cupping. So if you know what you're doing, go ahead and do it. Right now I'm down to the massaging the C7. You can do it as a pinch and release, or a massage around. You just don't want to cup. You don't want to have too much force in that area. That connects the head, which has our brain, to the rest of our body. We need it open. And so when you're doing healing, if you take level 1 and 2 and 3, etc., starting in level 2, you learn about opening up this area, because a lot of blockages happen here, and how that helps you to open the blockages, releases the energy, gets it flowing, and healing happens. It's amazing. But that's how I got my arm from going to here, which was stuck at for 3 years, to being able to move it. Even with, and I had really good acupuncture, chiropractic, massage, because it wasn't a physical thing. It was emotional. It was my sister, me taking care of her and holding her things, and and then losing her, because that's the way things go. So anyway, isn't that amazing? So I had that amazing thing. Other things that happened, well, at the same time, both my shoulders were hurting. It was almost impossible to sleep because my hips were hurting, my shoulders were hurting. So one position and move, and I had restless leg syndrome, which could be a couple hours before you can get to sleep with that. I had it for 10 years, and over a short period of time, 4 to 6 months. And before that, even, it started to change. I came because I was anxious due to COVID, and I couldn't get out of fight or flight mode, and that happened right there. But of course, then 15 minutes later, hour later, I go back in because I hadn't learned to regulate. But that's what this beautiful program does. This ancient art of Qigong helps you to balance your body, mind, spirit, and soul. So anyway, let's keep going. No idea where I was, so we're going to start here with tapping. I think we did that already. Oh, yes, we did. Okay, I remember now. Clap. Oh my gosh. Tonya, how are you? I'm in Cape May, New Jersey. And then we're heading home today, so I'm out early doing the practice. How wonderful. Cup the window of the lungs. The other side. Good morning from Melbourne. Rub with the back of your hands and your palms. Come down and tap your tailbone. And tap your hips. Come down to your knees. Cup the tops of your knees. You can do practice with Tonya too, so go friend her right now or after ours, whichever, and then she can give you the information of when she does her practices, which may be even more convenient, or maybe you want to do two. Sundays. Well, it's Sunday my time. You have to ask her what time it is for her time. All right. I can't keep that stuff in my brain. It's in my brain. It just doesn't come out when I want it. So we'll see how the sun comes out and how the birds wake up as we're doing our practice. All right. One time, now I don't know if they have hummingbirds here, but one time last year, we had a hummingbird come visit, which was cool. Hi, June. Wow, I'm getting more people here in just a pop up without even letting anybody know what's going on. All right, that was the active exercises. We woke up the chi, we're getting it moving. We start to cultivate chi, and now we get into beginning of the universe position. So our feet are shoulder, hip distance apart. We bend our knees, our elbows are out, our fingers are spread, and let's actually spread them on purpose. So we don't really stretch. See how mine are kind of going backwards even. So really, really stretch, and the toes. Can you flatten them or spread them out? We're stimulating 12 meridians that go to our organ systems by doing this. Also, Master Lin said, if you've got arthritis, hold this as long as you can. And I'm feeling it, a lot of pull in here. So we may do that for one of our days. I'm not sure what we're going to do the next one, but we're on day 13, so I got to come up with it. Maybe on the plane, right? So release about to 95%, so you can just feel tingling at the tips of the toes and fingers. Your spine straight, your knees are bent, your chin's in a little bit, the tongue's touching the roof of the mouth, behind the front teeth, you're smiling, that gentle, joyful, little bubbles of joy smile. And this is called beginning of the universe position, where we are coming to the realization, we're allowing ourselves to trust that we are of the earth and we are of the universe. And when we think about how this body works and it stays alive for us as we go through this world and our day, there's something there. I like to think of it as unconditional love of the universe. Whatever you want to name it, it's beautiful. It's perfect. So feel your physical form holding itself effortlessly. Feel that light and energy, life force. Good morning, Barry. Running through you. And say the password, I am in the universe. The universe is in my body. The universe and I combine together. Close your eyes, breathe in and out through the nose now if you can. And then pour in your intentions. Our intentions for this 14 days is to set daily intentions and to notice how we are really setting intentions throughout the day. And if we can be aware of what we are setting. Are we setting those that will make our day happy and successful and of service to others? And then put in all your intentions. I'm grateful for safety for myself and my family. I invite all my family in on my practice to receive that. My intention is for safe passage. Breathing in and out through the nose. Let's just see what happens today. So we're going to start with forming of yin and yang. So we take our right hand in front of our upper chest, left hand in front of the lower dantian. Hi, birdie. Sitting up on the roof there. Awesome. Elbows out, fingers open. Feel light from the palm of your hand going into the upper dantian. Feel light from the lower hand going into the lower dantian. This is a very calming position to be in. Just like your hands, when we have hands in prayer position, and the heart meridian is in the palm of the hands, and that makes a beautiful loop, which you can feel very calm with that. This also, see how we kind of look like a yin-yang symbol, like this? And this also helps to regulate or balance yin and yang from the top of our body to the bottom of our body. So the top of the body, let's feel that. The top of the body, can we feel the chi? Can you feel your life force in it? Maybe here or there or everywhere. And then the lower part of the body. And notice how it starts to come into balance just by holding this position. And then we'll do moving of yin and yang for a little bit, because this feels like the thing to do today. And we'll take our right hand up and out and down, and the left hand's going to come in and up and around. And I show you from the side, we're going to make this elliptical pattern. Use your elbows to guide the movement, and use your mind to focus on the palm of your hands and your fingers, and see if you can feel the chi. So the other thing to do is imagine a column of light from the top of your head to the bottom of your torso. And as you're moving your hands, you're moving this light. And go as slowly as you can, because you can feel more that way, and see what happens. And my husband woke me up because he's like, I don't think you were breathing, wake up, which kind of startled me. And so I can feel in that heart area a little bit of stuck energy. So this is going to be great for opening that up, releasing the tension of when you get woke up, all of a sudden, which I'm grateful that he woke me up. And so let that go. Emotions are the main cause of energy blockages in our body and our chi field. Pardon me. Coughing that one out. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So as we're doing this, you could also add the Qigong breathing. So when you breathe in, and it doesn't matter when you're doing your breathing with this one, when you breathe in, bring your abdomen in a little bit. So those of you that were doing musical instruments where you were, woodwinds or whatnot, that was like the opposite of what we learned. So when you breathe in, bring your abdomen in a little bit, and when you breathe out, release it. So that's another way to rebalance yin and yang from the top of the body to the bottom of the body. And then this one is for the wood element. There's so much information. The season is spring, the color is green. And remember about the emotions and how important that is with Spring Forest Qigong. And the emotion is happiness. You're cultivating happiness. So slowly move and feel. What does that vibration feel like? That's the vibration of happiness, which helps to release anger. Anger can do damage to our liver system, liver, gallbladder, eyes, tendons, ligaments. And happiness can help to release that, so then your body can naturally heal. You know your body's a healer already, because you've healed so many things in your lifetime. Me, a lot of skinned knees and elbows. And colds, paper cuts, many paper cuts. And then let's bring our hands in, and we're going to stop this movement for the moment. And we're going to have, in this moment, we're going to have space between our, see if you can see that, body and hands, and space between both our hands. And just take a few breaths in and out. Keep the tongue touching the roof of the mouth. I went out through my mouth, so do what's natural for you. So if you could do it in and out through the nose, that's great. But apparently out through the mouth for me was right. to release some, maybe this more tension from this morning. So trust what you are getting, the information you're getting, all right? Okay, so now let's do another thing with yin and yang, and it is joining of yin and yang. Thank you, I had it. So we want our hands here in front of the lower dantian. It kind of looks like the upper dantian or the middle dantian with me. There we go, that's better. Elbows out, fingers still spread, and you can imagine this ball of light coming up and out, and you're holding it, or you can just have any ball of light. It doesn't matter because it all comes together anyway. Whatever feels so wonderful for you. And what we're going to do is, this is really a great time to put anyone you have concerns with. Like I'm going to put my whole family in who's traveling. All right, so everybody's traveling today. Putting my whole family in, and for the airplanes and the cars and everybody around them and everybody in, you know, the plane and the people who work at the airport and everything. I'm just going to put it all in there. And I'm going to put the weather in too. And I'm going to just be grateful that everyone is safe and protected. And so then you roll the ball. But you can do anything, anyone you have concern over. It could be for health or whatever. And you invite them into the ball of light. You don't actually say, here, you're going in, you know. But with your heart, you invite them. And then you turn it. And when you turn this ball of light, we're having our palms, remember those are connected to the heart meridian, you know, making a column of light between them. Does that make sense? And you're just gently turning, and that is to balance yin and yang again. So let's do this for a couple minutes. And I think I started about quarter till, and it's almost quarter after, but we're going to go a few minutes longer if you can stay. If I stop suddenly, it's because we have another group that's leaving any minute now. I was trying to do it in between when people are leaving. Close your eyes if you can. Send that light, that love in, and just you're creating this beautiful space of protection. Did you know that our chi field is protection for us? It is. If you squint your eyes, you might be able to see, I am so seeing the light around my fingers. Whoa. That's cool. All right, that's beautiful. Now we're going to take our hands together. We're going to bring that ball of light right into the lower dantian, and all the chi we've cultivated and all the experiences we've had are coming in and spinning, 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 getting smaller and brighter, smaller and brighter, smaller and brighter, smaller and brighter, till it turns into a tiny little energy pill you tuck deep behind the navel. Mine is the little family portrait we took on the stairs. That was so nice. All right, so let's wrap it up by opening our eyes, rubbing our hands together, rubbing our face. And since my hair looks nice, I'm not going to put my fingers through it. I have a new haircut. I don't know if you noticed. And I cupped the base of your head. And I've been trying to get it to not be just like a ram. Looks a little bit like a cat that put his tail in the electric socket. But today's looking a little more me. So let's rub our ears now. Go from the top all the way around to the bottom. Pull your earlobes. Oh, and this is the one Master Lynn started a while ago, and I always forget to do it. I think I've done it like 3 times with us. And so you go and you hold the tops of the ears and you pull back and up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, release. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, release. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, release. So I'm not sure what all it does. He laughs and says it makes us look younger. So maybe that's the truth. I'm sure there's a lot of good things. I do know that that does help with being on the airplane. And even when I take the medicine, I still need to do some stuff like that, or the cupping the back of the head. But that does provide help. All right. So if you want to, we'll do a little bit of more of soothing. Just let your body know, thank you, thank you, thank you. You have what you need today for a beautiful day. Cup the kidneys, rub with the back of your hands and the palms, and tap the tailbone. And tap your hips. And come down. Let's just do both sides. So we'll take our hands and cup the knees on both sides. Start with the left and then the top, front and back. The left knee, that is, and then the right knee and front and back. And we'll come up on the toes and down on the heels. Avoid this if you're pregnant and you know what's right for you. Always do what's right for you in that day, because things can change, all right? One giant 10,000 hand breath in. Allow yourself to feel 10,000 more hands sticking out and arms, and guess what? You look up a little bit and you see everyone you've ever loved just pouring down gifts from the universe. Perhaps beings you don't even realize or remember. Maybe all of your ancestors. How about that? Pouring down, like I'm seeing petals today as we say thank you, thank you, thank you. I send you many, many blessings and look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. From Mount Prospect, we'll be back there. All right, bye.